Welcome back to my channel. Ladysurvival here, and my cat Trinity just joined me as well. Today I'm going to be doing another guide for new players on how to get a mount. This time we're going to be going after Ashes of Alar, which is another really popular mount to get on WoW. It is a phoenix. I actually already have this mount, so I haven't been in a few years, but this was one that I got into pretty early on when I was new to mount farming, and back then farming Invincible, which is the last video I did, and Ashes of Alar were like my two that I did all the time, so that's what I wanted to show you today. So I am actually currently on the Ashes of Alar mount, so this is what it looks like. I'm on my mage today because I figured that that would be pretty suited for Kael'thas and Tempest Keep. So today we are starting off in Orgrimmar again in the same spot. We're going to be going to the portal room, and this time we're going to be taking a left down the stairs. We're actually, whoops, I just bumped my microphone. We're actually going to be going to Outland, which is from the Burning Crusade expansion. So we're going to be going over to this Shatrath portal. Now, as a mage, I do technically have the ability to, hi Katie, to teleport to Shatrath, but here is where the portal is, and I'm also going to show you guys where it is on Alliance. We're in the same spot as last time at the Mage Quarter, and we're just going to make our way up here. And then as we approach the left or right option, we're going to go to our right again, and the portal to Shatrath is right here. So we're going to go ahead and click through to Shatrath. I don't know why that's been happening recently with that weird like green screen looking thing. So we are now in Shatrath, which is in Outland. So if we right click here, this is the usual map. So we came all the way from Eastern Kingdoms, and if we right click out again, we are in Outland, and Shatrath is located right here in Terrakar Forest, and we're going to be going to Netherstorm to go to Tempest Keep all the way over here. You can actually make a pin on your map if you hold Control and then click that. You can actually set like a waypoint on your map, so that's really handy. And then I'm gonna actually switch. I had changed flight styles because I wasn't in dragon riding, but whenever I'm gonna be traveling pretty big distances, I like to have the dragon riding. But I did want to also show you that you can use the flight path as well. Kind of hard to travel short distances in dragon riding, but if you want, you could also talk to the flight master and just fly to probably right here, Cosmo Wrench, if you have the flight paths learned already. That's sometimes a good idea because it's a pretty far flight, so if you want to go AFK and make yourself a snack while you're on your way or whatever. But we're just going to be flying there. Again, I have it marked so I know exactly where to go, and I'll just zoom to the point where we get there, and I'll meet you guys at the entrance. Okay, so we are currently approaching Tempest Keep. This place is really, really cool. All of Netherstorm is really cool. It's actually been a while since I've come here because I got this mount I think about 4 years ago, so I haven't been here in a really long time, but this is just such a good mount to go for. So the entrance is this green one here. It's actually not really marked on here, but you can kind of just tell because it's this big center building, and you know from the green portal. And this one you actually don't even have to set it to a certain difficulty because back in Burning Crusade it was just one standard difficulty, so it's just normal. And if we go into our adventure guide and check out the raids, just so that I can show you, it's actually called the Eye. Basically this whole area is called Tempest Keep. There's a few dungeons and then the actual raid. So the raid itself is called the Eye, but most people just call it Tempest Keep. So we're just gonna go into here, and Kael'thas Sunstrider is the one who drops Ashes of Alar, and we can see there's literally just normal difficulty, so you don't have to worry about setting it to anything. It'll just automatically do it. And this is Ashes of Alar. You might notice there's only 4 bosses. This one's a lot shorter than Icecrown Citadel, and you can actually just skip to the last boss. You don't have to kill any of the bosses. You can just go straight to Kael'thas. So we're just gonna come in here, and literally you can just you know, just kind of skip the ones on the side. You don't even have to kill a Lar in the middle. It's actually funny, oddly enough, we do fight a Lar here, but a Lar is not the one who drops the mount, but we'll kind of get to see a Lar on our way in, which is pretty cool. So again, these should be super, super easy to solo as long as you're like at least level 50 or higher, but obviously the higher the better. I'm on a max level character for this. So there's a Lar flying around there. You don't really have to mess with him. I mean, you could kill him just for fun, because who knows, maybe he'll drop some gear or something. Gotta wait for him to fly down here. Oh. I don't know. I think that he reincarnates in the middle. To be honest, I usually don't even bother with killing him, so I think I might have glitched him out or something. But, I mean, if you want to, you can try to get some bosses down. Oh, he does reincarnate. Is that what's happening? Holy shit. Let's just, I don't even usually, there we go. You don't have to kill him, but you never know. Maybe you'll get some cool transmog items if you haven't been here or anything. But we're pretty much just gonna head straight to Kael'thas. And again, you can go up either ramp. I think I gravitate to the left-hand side, but either way will get you there. It's funny because I already have this mount, and again, it's a really low chance drop. But imagine if it drops again and it's like, I don't even need it at all right now. So I hope it doesn't drop for me so that you guys can have the good luck of getting it. Kind of killing some guys as we go. Doesn't really matter. You can just avoid them if you can, or let them all kind of... You can withstand a lot of damage, so they could just keep attacking you and it's no big deal. But it's usually kind of annoying to have guys on you, so just AoE them down. And then here we are in Kael'thas's boss room. This is a pretty long fight, so as nice as it is that you can just straight shot right to Kael'thas, there's going to be a lot of dialogue and waiting. So we're just going to go ahead and initiate the fight here. He's going to give his whole little spiel. We'll have to fight all of his little sidekicks that he has and everything. He's pretty extravagant. Alright, and then you just kind of kill these guys one at a time. Okay, last guy for now. Alright, then he summons a bunch of weapons. Alright, and these ones, you can actually like loot them, but I mean, they're pretty much only for use in the raid, but they're pretty cool in terms of what they look like. I can't try them on because I'm in combat, but pretty cool, just like a bunch of legendary weapons. Alright, and then this is kind of slow. It's not awkward at all, Kael'thas. Okay, he's finally getting started again here. This part's kind of annoying. I don't really know. Basically, they're all gonna spawn. And it's annoying as hell because they'll usually, like, spray you around or throw you around everywhere. There we go. Got them all down, okay. Sometimes they can, like, start fearing you and, like, stunning you over and over again. But that's pretty much it. So you kill his guys one at a time, then the arsenal of weapons, then some waiting, then all four of them at once, and then you can attack Kael'thas, and then he goes up in the air for a while. Just more dramaticness, and once he drops down to the ground, it's just so over the top dramatic. Okay, there's the Phoenix. Okay, and as soon as he drops down, once I'm unstunned here, there we go, just take him down and then you're able to loot and see if you get the mount. I'm glad that it didn't drop. I would feel so bad if it unnecessarily dropped for me, but that is how you run Tempest Keep or the Eye. Pretty easy, a lot quicker than Icecrown Citadel, and actually one of my favorite swords ever. The Twin Blade of the Phoenix drops from here, so that's a really cool transmog. Yeah, that's how you run it. And then again, like I mentioned in my last video, if you wanted to, you could just run back to the entrance of the raid and then just park your character outside so that you're here and ready to do it again and again. You can also, I don't really know for this one because it's not super big, but this is a pretty good trick if you ever want to get to the front of the dungeon again, because if you log out in the dungeon, I think it teleports you back to where your Hearthstone is set or something, so you'd have to fly all the way back here. But sometimes when you're in a really big raid and it takes forever to run all the way back to the front, what you can actually do is open your group finder or press I, and then if you go to pre-made groups and then just go to custom and then start a group and literally just call it anything, list the group, and then leave the party. It takes a few seconds, but eventually it will pop up and say that you're not in the group, and then you'll be teleported to the nearest graveyard. So that's kind of a quick way to get back to the start. But I mean, for this dungeon or for this raid specifically, I might just be able to run out quicker than what it could do that. So that is just up to you. Just a fun little trick for anyone into mount and transmog farming. All right, there is the teleport out to the graveyard, and now we're pretty close. Like, you can literally see the raid right here, so that's how close you would be logged out in this case. But yeah, that is everything for the video for today. I wish you guys, ooh, I'm on my dragon riding mount again. I wish you guys good luck with getting Ashes of Alar. It is such a cool mount. I actually did, let me land real quick. I want to show you guys, I did some cool makeup today, specifically themed for this video. I don't know how well you can see it, but I did Ashes of Alar inspired makeup. I got kind of like the pink and yellow and purple colors going on, sort of the trails that Alar leaves behind. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go now. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!